finally. Now, I know you don't want me to make up a problem, but what if I start one?
That's not how this...
I mean, no pony ever became a success by following all the rules, right? How are things on your...
Hey, every pony! Welcome back to Pony Talk! And it's certainly been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, sorry about that. This break lasted longer than I meant it to because I just had a lot of stuff to deal with. But now I think I'm at the point where I can finally get things back on track. And what better way to do that than talk about hot pony moms? Oh yes, it's gonna be one of those types of videos. Personally, I blame DWK in his totally legit review of parental guidance. Because he's the one who pointed out that Windy Whistles does look an awful lot like Rainbow Dash in some scenes, and now I can't get that out of my head. It just made me realize that, yeah, a lot of the main cast moms kinda look like their daughters, or look like about the age of their daughters. I mean, Twilight Velvet does, because she's obviously an homage to the original Twilight from G1. And I do believe she's based on the original concept art Lauren Faust did of Twilight Sparkle, and they just changed the last name, and there you go. But that doesn't change the fact she looks like she should be her daughter's sister instead of her mother. And as stated before, when you cover up Windy Whistle's mane, she's only discernible for Rainbow Dash by the freckles on her cheek. Even Fluttershy's mom, whose name I can't remember at the moment, looks rather young. And even if Cloudy Quartz is rocking the Amish look, wouldn't you count her among the Pie Sisters if you didn't know any better? Honestly, the only one of the traditional mom bodies, you want to call it that, is Rarity's mom, who I don't think we ever got a name for. And even then, she doesn't look much older than Rarity herself. I feel like I should include Pear Butter in this list, but we only ever saw her at Applejack's age, so I don't think that really counts. But of course, the one that really tipped the scales and made me want to do this episode is Stellar Flare. Alright, so she's not one of the main cast mom, but she definitely made an impression this season. And the one who seems to emphasize this design aesthetic the most, because without the little lines around her eyes, I would swear she is Sunburst's sister. And yeah, we've all made those jokes, but seriously, look at them side by side and tell me they're supposed to be parent and child. Again, without foreknowledge, I really wouldn't think that. And all jokes aside, the one thing I really do wonder about is why? Why did they make this choice? Is it just a holdover from Season 1 where it's easier to reuse the assets? Because we have seen this team make some amazing designs in the later years. So I feel it wouldn't take that much more work to vary up faces by design so you can tell the parents are supposed to be older than the kids. Or is this some weird Hasbro mandate where they're told not to make any of the characters look too old so they can always appeal to the kids? Well, except of course Granny Smith, because that's the entirety of her character. But then that brings up a question of at what point do they really start to look elderly? Do you just go along looking the same till one day, BAM! You wake up and you're Granny Smith. Of course, given the fact she may be over 100, I think she's looking pretty well herself. Yeah, they really kind of goofed a lot on that, didn't they? But that's a topic for another video. For now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this weird design choice. Maybe it really is just because it's easier to deal with similar design models in Flash. Which would be a little anticlimactic, but Occam's razor and all that. Of course, the more fun explanation is that pony genetics are just super good for most of your life. All our waifus will stay hot and attractive for a very long time. Woohoo! Oh, what am I doing with my life? Maybe existential crisis is a good place to end this. I guess I didn't really say much on this topic other than, yep, pony moms sure be hot. But hey, sometimes that's all you gotta say, isn't it? Well, if you haven't already run away, join me next time when I promise I'll have a much more in-depth discussion about something. Mostly, I want to talk about Timber Spruce and the Big Dog! And talk about how I think both their respective companies are kind of failing them. Yes, I might actually have something positive to say about timber spruce. So if you want to see that to believe it, join me next time for more Pony Talk.
Niagara Falls was amazing! The endless open air, the water in my mane.